Root. I'm the author of The Ultimate Guide to Optimizing Your Website with Entrepreneur Press and McGraw-Hill, out in the bookstores now. I am excited that you're here. Welcome. It's Friday Footage. Hey, good morning to you all. Friday Footage, indeed it is. And today we are going to be sharing some really cool stuff with you here. But first of all, welcome to the show, to the presentation. I am live on Facebook here as always, and you are probably, some of you I know are listening to my podcast on media and marketing, and you are so welcome here today. And again, appreciate you all coming in here, as well as sharing and caring, if it were, as it were. And if you'd like to know more information about what we're doing at the agency, go to chaosmap.com, chaosmap.com, and you can set up an appointment there. But hey, listen, we're going to dive right into Friday Footage. Actually, I should call it Footage Friday. Wouldn't that be something? It's going to be all about feet and you know. Okay, we're not going to go there. Hey, so thank you once again. And if you're looking live, you're seeing pictures of some really weird videos. And those are actually real videos and screenshots from Google Images. And I like to pull from there because it gives you ideas and thoughts. And plus, it helps me to kind of put the mind in the right direction for what we're going to be talking about on these broadcasts when I'm not demoing, which actually today I am. And listen, you know that videos are all the rage on Facebook, and you are using Facebook, videos, right, on Facebook for your advertising. Well, you should be. And by the way, videos have been all the rage for a while, so this is not new, but you may be not as deep into video creatives as you should be. And hey, there's going to be a way to solve that here today. I'm going to share it with you in a second. But also keep in mind that videos are obviously, as I said, all the rage, but they are powerful assets that you can use over time. I mean, we've used videos that are 6 months old that, we paused from advertising and that kicks off again, right? These are powerful assets because you can use them for what's called engagement, percentage engagement, or percent watched is really the actual term. So if a viewer has watched, let's say, 25% of your video, they are engaging, right? They are looking at your stuff. And depending on where you're at in the funnel, right? Top of funnel, middle, bottom. I talk about this a lot. Cold traffic, warm traffic, hot traffic. Well, you can speak to them with new messages and new ads based on that percentage watched, right? I mean, you could do 50% watched. All of this needs to be tested, by the way, and it also is based on your overarching, goals, right? What are you trying to do here? As well as, if somebody's watching a 25% 10-second video, that's one thing. If somebody's watching a 50%, a 10-minute video, that's another, right? So all of these things need to be considered. But basically, you need to make sure that those goals are established, as I say, and you need to understand what message you are presenting at what time during that, customer journey, that funnel that we all love and hate so much. We love it, guys. Come on. It's all about building and testing. So anyway, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to share with you how you build out a video like this for what we call a weird video, but it's true and trusted. I should say it's been tested. It's been validated in the marketplace, and it used to be very popular a number of years ago out on the web pages, and of course with Facebook advertising and video being just simply the way to go here. You can create these very, very easily by using a tool called Doodle, and that's where you're looking at right here, right now. Again, this is Friday Footage, so I'm demoing. And I actually had seen this before, but we hadn't used it. But we're testing it now and actually deploying it out for our events and our event business. And if you want to learn more about events, by the way, you can go out to selloutmyevent.com. That's www.selloutmyevent.com. That is the pitch for today. Actually, that was my second pitch. Can you believe it? All right. So what we're looking at is on the left here, it's kind of spliced into 3 sections at the top and then the timeline at the bottom. So it's like a video editor. This tool, by the way, is I think right now it's like $60 plus for lifetime. So there's some add-ons and there's some upsells and things like that. But anyway, the base one is what you're looking at here. And on the left, we have scenes. We have characters. You can use different characters, props, text, and sound. Very easy to add sound to this. And, standard interface here, timeline at the bottom. Very, very cool. But I figured I'd show this to you so that you can test this a tool or these angles essentially by using Doodle events, or Doodle videos, I should say, that will stand out, be a little bit different. But here is the big disclaimer. That is this. You cannot do this and think that you're just going to naturally raise engagement out of the box. This is not raising the dead here. You have to have a script. You have to have a copywriting kind of background here, I should say, or at least an understanding of what that should be for that message, right? And then this ties all back to the goal here. Because again, we all get sucked into shiny tools, and we just add a couple of things and let it rip and nothing works. And hey, thanks very little for that, right? We don't want that. We want this to be a strategic tool that you can add to your arsenal of tools and strategies that rather than become the end all be all, because it's not, right? But it is cool. It is a different way for you to present information. If you have a well-written message that is planned out through the various stages in your funnel, this can really work very, very well. And of course, as you know, within the Ads Manager, you can test this against another video of similar sort of look and feel, or test it as a more black and white. This one against a non-Doodle video, right, with a similar message. All powerful ways for you to look at this. And again, don't be afraid to test. That's ultimately what I wanted to say here. Okay, so this is a very basic video here. It just has a headline, a subhead, and a little bit of an urgency here. And I would not necessarily say that this is the greatest copy because it's not, but it is calling out to a certain segment that will see this ad. So if you have set up your targeting and you're speaking about events, well, hey, that's one step along the way, right? I mean, we talk about demographics, we talk about men and women, all of this stuff. I'm not getting into that here today, but if you're talking about events and you're talking to the right group of people, then hey, you can talk about how you have free training that shows you how to use or sell out your events with social media ads or Facebook ads, whatever you want to call it there. And then have some urgent, sort of well, here, you're going to see it in a second. It's a timer and easy to do, right? I just drag these objects out here, this guy right here. And let's actually, let's do something a little bit funny here. I'm just going to put Adam right here. I'm just grabbing now a character and I'm just putting this flying character right smack over the text here. Nothing fancy here, not intending to try and break any, records here for advertising. I don't think Ogilvy necessarily would be proud of this. But hey, let's take a look and see what happens next. Preview. All right, look at that. It is using a hand and doodling out and sort of drawing out the not selling out our events deal. There comes the clock, the timer. Hey, it's running out. Click now, dudes. And there comes Adam, the flying boy, guy, whatever, sitting over the text there. How cool was that, right? Now, it looks a little choppy here because that's within this environment here. And let me go ahead and delete this little flying boy right here. Yeah, so essentially what you can now do is you can export this and you can set this up for different resolutions. I like to go high res here, 1920 by 1080. Now, this is a default output here. You can change this, and the recommendation is, of course, that you make sure that all placements fit the restrictions that Facebook has in terms of the sizes, etc. But that's easy enough to do. But essentially, what you have is a tool that allows you to, for low cost, but also very strategically, create videos using a Doodle approach with just drag and drop. Type some text in, drag and drop, and test this stuff. It's very, very easy to test, and very, very cool in terms of having another way for you to present information online. And, I know that some of you on here are probably going to say, been there, done that, overused, not applicable for me, unprofessional, doesn't look great, looks like a kid drew it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That is totally fine. It may not be what we call brand compliant. If you are Coca-Cola, you don't want to use this tool and just bang it out, obviously. If you're a small business and you want to create a difference in your marketplace and do something that is different than your competition and what everybody else is using, then consider something like this, right? That's the whole idea. And by the way, Facebook is not the only game in town here. These videos can be used internally within your training. We have training programs, etc., that we like to create light, engaging, fun videos where, in fact, there's some extensions or additions to this tool, you can get a lot more characters, sounds, and professional, assets that you can add to this that takes this to the next level, right? So I'm just kind of sharing the Facebook idea here for you today because, frankly, it is a place where you should be testing now, and you can test this quickly. So I just wanted to share this with you, and also make sure that if you want to get more information about how to create these things, then go to chaosmap.com, chaosmap.com. And if you want to learn more about how we use these ads and our training that we have, you can go to a free workshop at selloutmyevent.com, and you are welcome to go there. It is completely free. And we'll teach you all the elements of how you fill events and how you can use social media ads to, and Facebook in specific, to sell out events. And also, if you are a consultant, if you are an agency, if you're a business and you'd like to learn more about how to actually run an event business and get clients for that market, for that segment out there, then the free workshop at selloutmyevent.com is going to be helpful to you. Because I talk about that there, including several case studies. I think we had 4 in there, so you can see what we're up to. But either way, hope that you found this helpful here today. This is certainly a very exciting tool, but when you couple this with all your testing models and you look at this as an extension to your well-designed funnels and copywritten materials that matches the customer journey and has strong call to action for each step of the way here, then you got something. You got really a nice framework that you can build from. So I hope you really have enjoyed this here today. I always like making these, and actually it turns out that Friday footage, maybe there's a timing factor here as well, but definitely the demoing and the presentation of these tools are helping to kick up the traffic and the engagement. Thanks again for watching. This is Jan, and have a happy Friday and great week.
Hi, my name is Jan Ragnrud. I'm the author of The Ultimate Guide to Optimizing Your Website with Entrepreneur Press and McGraw-Hill, out in the bookstores now. I am excited that you're here.